Oh yeah. Hi Foodie Beauty, how are you feeling? I'm feeling a lot better today actually, thank you for asking. I say this with love, but your last mukbang was one of the most terrifying things I've seen in years. You know what? Yeah, I bet you it was a demon, Brenda. What the F was last night? Just a really bad moment. Just a weak moment.
A weak moment or retaliation against Salah for telling you to put away the sunflower seeds prior.
And actually, I was actually victorious at something last night because I had made an extra pizza and for Salah, but he didn't eat it last night. So here's an example of when I overeat versus when I binge, okay? So like last night, if I were to like have a binge, I would have eaten the leftover pizza after maybe like another hour or so. And then I would have also, justice for Salah's pizza. Then I would have also had like bread and labna, more noodles, more snacks. I would have eaten like a whole thing of chips, more than one bag probably. That's like a full-on like after, cause like that was technically my second supper. Like I only had one meal that day and it was like a healthy meal.
Gaul, you had 2 pizzas, 5 packs of noodles with cream and a bottle of juice at 1 a.m.
So I'm not excusing the noodles and the pizza. That's not healthy no matter what. But, and it was eating too much, like it was overeating, but it wasn't what I would consider a binge because especially since, like I just described, that's what a binge is like for me. Just like after eating a couple of meals for the day, whether they're healthy or not, going back into the kitchen late at night instead of sleeping and just eating whatever I can. You know, candy bars. Like I said, I would probably make another couple packs of noodles. Hi, Dora. Was the pizza? The pizza? No, they were pita pizzas I made. I could even show you. Hold on a second, okay? I have to show you. This is Salah's pizza. I bought 2 of them. He had 1. This is his pizza. This is the leftover pizza that was still in the oven. I know, I forgot it there. After he's like, I'm not hungry for it. We kind of fell asleep. And, you know, shortly after. And then this is the difference. Okay, so this is way bigger. My pita pizzas, and this is like, I don't even like these. I don't know how he likes these, no offense. They are weird. The taste to me is weird, but he likes them, so. But no, I didn't eat his pizzas like people think I did. So that's a flex. Are we dieting? I don't know about dieting, but would you consider age restricting the video from last night? No. Why would I?
Remember this the next time she starts a video warning people that they might be triggered. It's all performative. She couldn't care less.
YouTube can do that if they feel it's necessary. No, I'm not proud of last night. There's nothing to be proud of. Actually, I guess I'm proud of the fact that I have the courage to come on here and be honest about things like that I struggle with, despite the like complete. I have a lot of comments. The comments you see on my video, if they're there, it's because I find them valuable in some way and I appreciate your opinion. But if they're, you know, I have some filters, so they probably just filtered them, but I saw some also that were like really, really, really nasty. You know, I find despite getting that reception like all the time, when, especially at my most vulnerable, I think that I'm kind of proud of that. But other than that, no, it's not, I didn't do it for any kind of reaction. I just did it because that's what I was going to do. And if anything, people have asked me to be forthcoming and honest and open and about, you know, showing you guys what those hard moments look like for me. So, yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm not buying it. I don't believe someone with BED would grab a camera and make content out of a bad episode. Last night was a display of gluttony, nothing more.
I don't know if I have any thoughts when I'm cooking the binge meal. I kind of purposely like zone out and just focus on, it's almost like autopilot Emma Peel. It's like you don't think of the consequences at the moment. You just kind of brush them away so that what you're doing is easier. You don't have to really think about it, you know? And honestly, like I hate that people put the onus or responsibility of my health on my husband. It's like,
you're making things up now. No one is blaming him for your gluttony.
People don't really see how we interact about these things. I did say in my video, kind of like, it disappoints him, but like, it's my responsibility no matter what. No matter where I am in the world, you know, I binged harder in Canada. I feel like people look for any little negative thing that happens here and they say, see, they use that as like a see, you should be in Canada. When in reality, like the real binging happened off camera. Like in my car, I have freedom to go where I want. I don't have, you know, I have money to myself that like.
Nice slip up, Foodie.
What I mean by money to myself is, you know, when you're married, you know each other's finances generally. But when I'm out of the country, I mean, you know, I feel like I could get away with excusing things that I spend more, you know, almost kind of taking advantage of the fact that he doesn't really know a lot about how it works down there, like with the, you know, costs and things. And I feel bad for that. Like I guess it's a kind of a way of being like dishonest a bit. I don't know. Trust me, it's worse. It's worse when I'm over there by myself. Why was he taking business calls at 1 p.m.? He does business with like, you know, like it's not like official, like serious business calls, you know? People stay up really late here and it's not like he was working. Like it's just like, you know, it's just like talking about business and stuff like that with like a friend, someone very close.
Right. How are you sure it wasn't K-Bella?
I did get professional help for binge eating disorder. Like I say that every time because I feel like people think that I haven't done anything, and there is a long history of like seeking medical care, but there's also like I need to keep looking. I need to keep trying to see what is the best successful strategy for me to beat this. So yeah, I'm working on that too.
Right now, you don't need the best strategy. You need any strategy.
He did that while you were eating because he didn't know I was doing it till after. I just said vaguely like, you know, I'm thinking of doing a video, and I was like telling him I was thinking of doing a video, but he didn't know what kind of video. And then I saw he got a phone call, and I knew he would be a little while, so I thought, you know, maybe I will do the video. I don't know, because I saw like people like I've done a lot of like. I've been open about this a lot, so you know, I don't think it's like, it shouldn't be a shock to like regular viewers. I think it's something that's totally normal that happens in life. I saw somebody leave a comment like, you're just another Amber Lynn. Like, yeah, in the way that we both have pretty much the same eating disorder, yeah, for sure. And I realized that I think Amber Lynn and I are like the only ones who share the complete cycle on camera. The negative everything, and we get heavily criticized for it.
You mean for manipulating your audiences, disguising gluttony as mental health issues and using it as a sword?
Do I think about food all the time? Well, not all the time, but most of the time. I don't think we excuse it, like, no, but like, how am I blaming others, Jen? I don't think I'm blaming anyone. I fully say in my videos, I want to take responsibility for that. I don't blame anyone else. I also recognize that like people really just shoo binge eating disorder, the severity of it, under the rug. When it comes to like, for example, anorexia, people have no problem being like, you know, this is very serious, blah, blah, blah. Like I feel like they treat other eating disorders because they're more known and more documented than like binge eating disorder is just now, I find in the recent years starting to, like, for example, when I went to the binge eating clinic, they didn't even have a program for like binge eating and in the way of like really how to deal with obesity kind of, you know, like I just feel like it's just kind of seen as more trivial, like not as taken as serious. Maybe not, it shouldn't be used to justify, but it in a way, yeah, because like it's, how do I say it? It's a reason why these things happen is because binge eating is a serious mental health disorder. Google, all you have to do is Google binge eating disorder is a serious mental health condition. And I think that we're seen as like weak and pathetic every time we cave in. And I definitely think that's, you know, that's the case. And if people want to like villainize me for that and say, oh, you just can't control yourself, you just overeat, you're just a pig, then that's how you see me, that's fine. But I'm just gonna tell you how it actually is in my case, and believe me or not, I can't control that. So stigma, that's the word I was looking for, Kelly. More vile stigma against BED, yes. Especially if the people are like super obese. It's seen as, you know, I feel like binge eating, like in obesity, are not seen as eating disorders. ALR said she doesn't have BED. I've heard her say she has BED. I didn't know I had BED. Like even like when I first started YouTube, I thought that about myself. I just like to eat. Like I never really knew what was wrong with me. I didn't care. Oh yeah, I don't get the urge to binge on healthy food whatsoever. I see binge eating disorder as a more of a privileged eating disorder. See anorexia as actual mental health illness disorder. They're both mental illness disorders, YouTube lover. How do you want me to own my own mess? Like I don't know, like what am I not taking responsibility for? Giving into a binge is not something that's a moral defect. That's what you're not getting.
So now you're calling it a binge after all?
That's why you think these things. That's why there's so much negative stigma towards binge eating disorder, because people think that not caving in to the food is some kind of moral personality defect, and it's not. Most of the time it's like beyond your control. My way of taking responsibility would be to find a proper path of recovery, like take it seriously. Yes, for sure. That I agree with, sure.
Well, there you go. Then in your own words, you are not taking responsibility.
Binge eating is not a choice, YouTube lover. No. Nobody. So like if you think that people choose to have this problem, no. People don't choose diseases. I've been Jersey girl. This is where people don't know. Like I've been to therapy countless times, and how do you know I'm not? Like I literally started therapy in Canada, and I have resources to continue therapy here. That I don't really want to make these things public and talk about them publicly. I think it's healthier for me to keep certain things like that aside. But like, how do you know I'm not? You know, like people just assume. I don't make my binges public. I don't consider what I had last night to be a binge, so it's not a binge. I have no problem with making binges public for like educational purposes.
You don't, but YouTube TOS does.
Glorifying it? No. But like I've said many times, mukbangs, what I ate yesterday is not a binge. And that's like binging is personal. It's what I ate last night could be a catalyst for a binge later. Luckily last night it wasn't. As you can see, I didn't even eat the third pizza. I can't explain what it does to your brain. Like it's like almost like a panic mode. It's all you can think about, and all that food is there. You know, you have access to it, and you can make that nagging compulsion go away. So it usually wins. It usually wins. If you know, I'm weak against it for sure. I mean, obviously, you know.
Then stop having noodles and pizzas lying around your house. You said it yourself that you don't binge on healthy foods.
You know, YouTube, in my opinion, monetizes worse. It monetizes a lot of hate channels, which in my opinion are worse. So I'll see you guys in the next bees or whatever. Thanks for listening to me as usual. Bye guys.